Alright, I believe everything is in working order, so we'll just go ahead and get right into it.
Trouble's here.
So, okay, big things that we talked about for how to play against a good Doom Tracer is that whenever they come in, that is when our focus needs to be split onto their Doom. Once our team eventually gets better at handling both a Doom and a Tracer, not just one or the other, then I think you could switch your playstyle to more of a counter dive with Studio. It's just I don't think we're synced up enough yet to be able to do that. So when the Doom comes in, your focus should be on him and disrupting him. So he uses his block. You use punch on him. Is kind of the big thing as well as just focus fire. So yeah, so far we're good.
Right on the money.
You did a good first pick. Okay, so this is where I think this is one of the reasons why the playstyle didn't work out as best as we hoped, is because whenever he went in, you looked to go in on their supports. Which, good punch. And see, as immediately as you go in, their Doom heals. Okay, if he doesn't go in with that punch, you don't punch. You have to wait for him to punch. Because, like, how you want to... Because as soon as you charged up punch, it was because of in reaction to him charging up punch. If that's the case, you either cancel if he doesn't go in, or you look to try and cancel... what is it? Knockdown or whatever. You knock him down, like, when he's right here instead. So that your team can follow up on a pick, potentially. Instead of going in like that. Because what he could have done, he could have just not punched, you're in deep, and then his team follow up. Fuck me. I think that was a little too much. Yeah, it definitely was. That's alright though. Punch, punch, punch. Missed punch. You didn't need to block there. I think you probably could have used it to punch to cancel his. You should be punching right... Okay, so when Studio gets dove like that, if they would have committed a little bit more, not Studio, Convinced would have died, but you should have used punch there to peel for him. That's your big peel tool. Didn't need Meteor Strike right there. Block earlier. Okay, so again, this is, I think one of the biggest problems for you is that you're still stuck in the Overwatch 1 mindset of how to play tank. You're expecting to take less damage, and it seems like you're poking out a lot more than you should. Maybe rewind this maybe like 3 seconds ago when we were actually in the fight. You had no abilities except block, yet you were still poking out. Like, and it wasn't just like a jiggle peek on a wall. It was straight up. You were just peeking wide out open in the area where they can hit you. You can't be doing that. Yes, you might not be in the fight doing anything for 2 or 3 seconds waiting for your CDs to get back, but it also means that our supports don't have to focus on you if you keep peeking out like that.
I'm ready.
What's up? Behind you.
Time for a remix.
Good punch.
What's better?
Let me balance you out. Gentle rain.
That was a comms issue.
In hardship, we find strength.
I'm here. Feel my sunlight, huh?
Sorry, I just want to look at something real quick. Okay, that wasn't a good dive in. I think we already talked about this. Is we want to try and bait them in. We don't have to go for their backline. We can just take up the dual. I don't remember what I said in the VOD review that made sense to why going on the Sojourn here wasn't as good as just diving up to where Studio is currently. Yeah, I don't remember why I said that.
Meteor strike! Meteor strike! Wait for it.
Tunnel vision a little bit too much.
This ends now.
Most of these times you die, you definitely seem to be out of position and quite a bit away from your supports. And I haven't seen you peel for them once, you know? What?
It's go time.
Okay, so what we talked about with Hog is being a little bit more passive with our hook, taking space with the threat of hook, but not actually using it if we don't have to. However, if you do see hook, almost like very good hook targets where you're going to get either high quality CDs out or alts, or you're just going to get a flat out pick with it, then go for it. However, most of the time you want to be saving these hooks for when the Doom or the Tracer comes in. Specifically more the Doom than the actual Tracer.
Let's get this done.
See, like that, didn't need it because he still had most of his CD, well, he at least had his punch and his block up. Which, yes, he does get low, but however, hooking, so why hooking him was a bad thing was because, and I know this is very forward thinking, and I even had to stop for a second to think about it myself. But one, Studio isn't playing with us; he's playing on an off angle. Anyone that you hook in is not going to be any. If you ever hook a tank in that's mobile, like if you hooked Doom in, let's just say Doom, okay? Anytime you hook Doom in, it's not going to be that confirmed kill with the Tracer unless the Tracer is playing with you. However, Studio is not playing with you. 10 most of the time is going to be heal botting, so all you have for damage is you, Convinced, and Jet. And that's if everyone is, laser focused on whoever you hook in every time, which isn't always the case. Good attempt. You don't need to be playing on point here. You can just be playing the pillar.
Engaging enemy forces. Hold it.
Gotta go quick.
Ready for a knockout?
Not a big fan of that whole hog. I do like that you at least push the Doom back into our team, but I think that was a little too early in the fight for that.
Time for a remix.
Hindsight's 2020 though. So again, taking space, using the pressure of the hook to take space.
Meteor strike.
Should have used secondary fire on the Sojin there, not primary. Shot. Now, you see that hook? That hook's perfect. That's fine. Nice. Don't heal there. Let 10 heal you up instead. Can't exactly play aggressive since we're down both our DPS. Both our DPS are back. You can take the forward front of the drum or the left side of drum. Good luck to peel for the Doom. You're a bit late on your breather, not gonna lie. So looking at their comp, another playstyle thing that I think needs to be changed in a sense is you need to either play with your team and play for that counter when they come in and slowly move your entire team to whoever you're going to. You can't just play alone. Because for them, all they got to do is wall ride out, all they got to do is TP out, slide out, and they're out of your range, right? So you need to be playing with your supports a lot more than you actually are, compared to how you just played in that fight, which was much more forward facing than you need to be. So when you move to try and make a play, you need to make sure your supports are with you, because one, that makes it so you're constantly peeling for your supports since they're always going to be on you, but also they're moving with you to a target, right? You have that speed with you still, so you can still catch up to them. If Convince doesn't pop off here, we absolutely lose that fight. Shit, I keep clicking my controller. So hopefully that makes sense.
Cooling down. Coming through.
So yeah, Convince just pops the fuck off. So, like I said, when you rotate, make sure you're rotating with your supports to the target you want to go after. If you're just not even to a target, just to an area. Okay.
Need some help. You want that louder? Get into the groove.
Meteor strike.
Again, you see, by you going forward, yes, you're putting pressure on them. However, all they're doing is just backing and waiting for their Doom to go in to get a pick, or their Tracer, right? Which their Doom does get the pick. You're low. I think you probably die here. Um, by you moving forward, you don't have to go this far forward. Like, let's see, where's our entire team? So our supports aren't that far. I was just convinced that was kind of out of position. That's my bad. So they did seem to rotate with you at least. Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't really have a problem then with where you were. Good interrupt on his block, but also, anytime you do go after that backline and you're within hook range, make sure you know who your priority is in each fight. I mean, it should be the same for everyone who the priority should be based off of ult. But if you can and you get a great hook off on someone, that's going to win the fight. I know it's a small bit of news that you do already know, but just to reiterate here. Good hook. Didn't really need to use heal there. See, if you would have had heal there, you would have lived probably. I think they just won that fight. Okay. I think you're back on Doom for this point. Yep.
The objective is now. Get ready. I'm with you.
This is your warning.
So obviously your targets are going to be the backline and the Widow. You were out way too far for that. When you started blocking, you should have tried to slide to your right as much as possible. Good block. Help him with the duel on the Tracer. Nice.
No one can hide. Pity for you.
I am on the objective. Report here now. Seismic shock. wise decision.
Match this BPM.
Behind you.
He hesitated. He should have gone in deep on that Widow, man. She just used Hook. They have nobody to peel for her that quickly. By the time you reach the Widow, their Diva's going to be at least a step or two behind you. Like, you should have gone on her instantly. We even called it. Like, why are we trying to go for this 5v4 fight when we could just go for the Widow and kill her, making it a 5v4 fight? Also, you use Meteor Strike too late here.
Meteor strike.
And you shouldn't have gone in this deep when you're this low.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Nerf this.
Gone in too deep. You didn't need to go in deep, especially because we lost 2 or 3. You should have gone to look at to get out.
Every plan must evolve. Just keep that coming.
That's that in the back is history.
You're all good.
Oh, let's break it.
Sidon, keep your head down. This is your warning.
Superbe. No one can hide from my sight.
After that second shot, you should have used Meteor Strike, even the first.
I will strengthen this world. Seismic shock.
Unlucky you didn't get touched.
Meteor strike.
Okay, for Doom, let me think about it for a minute. I think a lot of the mistakes is positioning errors, and for at least for Doom, where either you're caught out really deep or you're just diving the wrong people. So I guess target focus and positioning. Um, and this isn't even with. Oh, there she is with New Doom, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I think we need to sync up with with the other secondary DPS a lot more. When you're on Doom, the target focus definitely needs to be looking more towards in the mirror, the front line on the Doom to either put him in bad positions, like you did it once on what was it, Mecha Base, where you punched him into the team and eventually he gets picked. But also looking to counter punch when he's like when you can time it so he's in the team. I think block is definitely something that needs to be worked on for you personally, just because either we're holding it too long, we're using it at the wrong times, something like that. I'm not 100% sure still. I mean, I've never coached New Doom before, so this is still new to me. But um, as for Hog, again, just need to make sure we're moving with our supports, that we're being more reactionary with Hook on when the Doom comes in and being more reserved. Um, and still not looking to get chunked by everything, which seemed to happen quite often. So, think we can just go to the next map from here. I don't know. Hopefully this helps. If you feel like none of this helped afterwards, let me know. I will just have to brush up a little bit more on Doom play in general. Do we play Rialto? Oh, I don't have kings. Okay, so I guess I'm only doing Busan for you. So yeah, let me know if this was helpful. At all. Hmm. I think you did a good job of playing a little bit less resource heavy on Hog than normal, but it was still. No, I thought it was fine. It was fine. Just switching playstyles for Hook, especially in that Doom mirror. If it's not, I don't know. We'd have to look at a map that's Hog v Hog instead of anything else. Let's see. Yeah, let me know if this was any help at all. I could definitely see how it wouldn't be. I don't know. I felt like I was doing better when I was actually in the maps watching you compared to thinking of like end notes, because a lot of it did seem like in the moment notes more than overall notes at the end, like patterns that you were having. Yeah, just small things that I got to keep pointing that I'll try and keep pointing out, and hopefully once we find the pattern, we can nip it in the bud and get rid of it. So other than that, yeah, let me know if you have any questions.